Hey Jill, I've been diving into this whole AI search engine thing lately. Have you noticed how different Perplexity and Google Gemini are from traditional search?
Oh, absolutely. I was just reading about that. The biggest difference I've noticed is how they handle citations. Perplexity averages about 6.6 citations per answer, and Gemini's around 6.1.
That's interesting. How does that compare to something like ChatGPT?
GPT's way behind on citations. Only about 2.6 per answer when it's not specifically using plugins or search mode. Though that's probably changing as we speak.
So, what does this mean for content creators? Should we be thinking differently about how we create content now?
Totally. Getting cited by these AI engines can drive visibility and traffic to your site. The data suggests domain authority still really matters. Sites with DA of 80 to 100 are preferred, but even moderate authority sites with DA 20 plus are getting cited regularly.
Wait, so domain authority is still a thing? I thought with all this AI advancement, maybe the old SEO metrics would become less important.
That's what's fascinating. The fundamentals still matter. Building domain authority, creating comprehensive content, establishing expertise. It's all still crucial. The difference is that instead of just trying to rank in Google's 10 blue links, now you're trying to get cited directly in AI responses.
Makes sense. I've also noticed that different types of sites get cited at different stages of the buyer journey. Do you know anything about that pattern?
Yes. In the early stages, when people are just exploring a problem or learning about solutions, AI engines rely heavily on earned media, press, third-party sites, that kind of thing. During the middle stages, when people are comparing solutions, there's a big shift toward user-generated content.
Like Reddit and review sites?
Exactly. Places like Reddit, G2, Trustpilot, where people share real experiences. Then in the later stages, when users are making final evaluations, they get more citations from owned media, actual brand websites, and competitor domains for specific product details.
So, the AI is basically mimicking how humans research things naturally. That's pretty cool.
Right? And we need to create different content formats that cater to these various stages. For early stage, authoritative informational content. For mid-stage, content that encourages UGC and reviews. For late stage, detailed product specifications and comparisons.
How do you think SEO folks should approach keywords now? Is keyword research still valuable?
That's changing too. We need to think differently. Is someone searching for this term looking for a simple answer or deep research? If AI can just answer it directly, they might not visit a website at all. So we should focus on key phrases that indicate a need for more in-depth information or a desire to engage with a brand.
So success metrics might need to change too.
Exactly. Instead of just measuring traffic for all keywords, we might need to develop new metrics that assess how likely AI is to recommend our brand when someone asks for help in our niche. That would indicate how deeply our brand is embedded in AI training data.
Speaking of training data, how do these LLMs even work? I'm curious about the underlying technology.
At a fundamental level, LLMs like ChatGPT generate text by predicting the next word based on probabilities from their training data. It's not really thinking, it's just asking over and over again, given the text so far. What should the next word be?
That seems so simple when you put it that way.
Simple concept, incredibly complex execution. The models use neural networks and what's called a transformer architecture to understand context and relationships between words. They transform words into embeddings, basically placing them in a high-dimensional meaning space, where similar concepts are closer together.
So what are some strategies brands can use to increase their chances of being mentioned by these AI systems?
One approach is to actively engage with publications and platforms likely to be used as training data. Reddit is known to sell their data to LLMs, so having a strong presence there matters. Building relationships with content creators, potentially exploring collaborations, or contributions to reputable sites.
And monitoring mentions of relevant keywords?
Absolutely. Using tools to identify opportunities for engagement and content creation is crucial. Also, optimizing for Google's "People also ask questions" can help, since that's a way of understanding what questions users have about a topic.
I've heard that traditional SEO is dead because of AI. Is that true?
Not at all. The principles have evolved, but not disappeared. LLMs focus more on discerning user intent and delivering precise, authoritative responses, rather than just matching keywords. But creating comprehensive, high-quality content that directly addresses user needs is still the foundation. It's just that instead of keyword stuffing, you need to focus on clarity, utility, and establishing expertise.
Any tips for keyword research specifically for AI search?
You can actually use Perplexity itself. Just type, "Give me 20 keyword ideas for your niche," and include conversational prompts. Traditional tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs are still valuable too. And don't forget local keywords if those are relevant to your business.
This is fascinating. Do you think there are any limitations to these AI systems that content creators should be aware of?
Definitely. They rely on patterns in existing data, which can lead to biases or inaccuracies. They also struggle with what Stephen Wolfram calls more algorithmic tasks, like correctly matching parentheses in long sequences. They don't have true understanding and reasoning in complex situations, just impressive pattern recognition.
So the takeaway for marketers is,
focus on creating well-structured, factual information that aligns with established knowledge. Build domain authority. Create content for different stages of the buyer journey. Engage with platforms likely to be in training data. And start thinking about new metrics for measuring AI visibility, not just traditional SEO rankings.
sounds like evolution, not revolution.
Exactly. The fundamentals of good content haven't changed. It's just the delivery mechanism and some of the strategic considerations. At the end of the day, it's still about providing value to the user, whether that user is accessing your content directly or through an AI intermediary.
Thanks for breaking this down, Jill. It's a lot clearer now how these AI search engines are changing the game while still keeping some of the same rules.
It's an exciting time to be in content creation in SEO. The landscape is shifting, but there are so many new opportunities for those willing to adapt.